Okay. So that Black Panther, of course, I must see. So definitely. And this week I'm going to do mostly music on the Avengers Infinity tribute to them. So, um, okay. So Rampage, Quiet Place, um, Black Panther. Of course, the top movies that we had talked about, of course, are all in the top 10. Um, so, number 6, Super Troopers 2. Everybody's been waiting for this one. So, audiences love it, of course. And people have been waiting for this movie for like ever. So, Super Troopers is number 6 this week. I'm not real, high with the Rotten Tomatoes isn't a real fan, but hey, you know what? Oh well. Okay. They're backed by popular demand with a long anticipated follow up. International border dispute arises between the U.S. and Canada, which should be interesting in of itself. So, Super Troopers is number 6 this week. Number 7 is Blumhouse's Truth or Dare. Not a big favorite with either the audience or Rotten Tomatoes. Audiences gave it a 19%, of course. Yeah, I just think it's pretty predictable to me. If it's on DVD, Redbox, yeah, I'll see it, just to see it. But to actually go and pay for it to go see, yeah, no, I think I'll pass on that one. Just my opinion, but a little advice. Okay, number 8 is Shockers. I'm sorry, I can't see anymore, I swear. Is, of course, Blank Blockers. It puts a gender swap spin on the teen sex comedy. Strong performances, funny script, and enlightened perspective. So, interesting there. Of course, John Cena. Uh, so, that's be a good comedy to probably go see. They try and keep their daughters from fulfilling their pact of losing their virginity. So it's a covert one night operation from sealing the deal. Um, that looks pretty funny actually. Got Leslie Mann from The Other Woman, um, Ike Barinholtz from Neighbors and Suicide Squad, of course. Um, so lots of good actors in this. So I would definitely see it once it comes out on DVD. I'm not so sure about going to pay for it. I mean, um, so but if you like that kind of thing, go for it. So Blank Blockers is number 7. I do believe 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 8. Number 8. Number 9 is Ready Player One: The Virtual World. Of course, this has been out for a few weeks, so it's still in the top 10. Audiences love it. Rotten Tomatoes loves it. Critics, critics love it because it's Spielberg, of course. Did anybody catch that show Monday night? I forgot to record it. I hope it's on again. Um, and of course, this movie is about virtual reality. You can escape from reality in the oasis. This is in 2045. And you can be immersed in a virtual world. You can go anywhere, do anything, be anyone. The only limits are your own imagination. So, I would put this in the top 5 to go see. You have Avengers, Black Panther, Rampage, and Ready Player One. Number 10 this week was Traffic. Traffic. Okay. Audiences kind of liked it. Rotten Tomatoes hated it. Apparently, critics can't get together on what they feel about this movie. It's an action-packed thriller. Traffic, who's Bria and John, are off for a romantic week in the mountains. Isolated, the couple is surprised by the arrival of two friends, and a violent biker gang, interferes. So, it's kind of a new, to me, that's like, Shades of the Strangers type movie. So, Traffics was number 10. Then you have Isle of Dogs, A Wrinkle in Time. I'm not so sure about that one. Chappaquiddick, of course, but audiences and Rotten Tomatoes love that movie. Okay, so those are your top 10. Not surprising, right? And Avengers Infinity War is on its way to making $1 billion in record time, people. Number one movie. So wonderful, so wonderful. I'm so glad to hear that. I really am. So that is your top 10 for the past week, of course. And like I said, it's on its way to let's see. The critics say about the Avengers, juggles a dizzying array of Marvel heroes in the fight against their gravest threat yet. It is thrilling, emotionally resigned blockbuster. So there you go. And like I said, it is on its way to making $1 billion in record time. So there you go. Definite must see, people. Definite must see. Okay. I'm going to be playing a lot of Avengers Infinity War music tonight just to just kind of as a tribute to the Avengers, and just listening to music and some of the trailers and clips I saw, I want to cry already, but I need to go see this, absolutely. Let's see what's opening this weekend. And the winners are... well, this weather has been great, hasn't it? Come to me. Okay, opening today, I should say. Tully. This is with Charlize Theron, of course. Delves into the modern parenthood experience with a deft blend of humor and raw honesty. Outstanding performance by Charlize. This is a movie comedy. She's a mother of 3, including a newborn. And she is gifted a night nanny by her brother. But hesitant to the extravagant at first, she comes to form a unique bond with a thoughtful, surprising, and challenging young nanny named Tully. So that opened today, and I guess her performance is very strong. So maybe you'd like to go see that. That might be a good one just to go see. Opening today, Bad Samaritan. And audiences like it. Rotten Tomatoes, 59%. Critics, delivers a handful of genre thrills and a stellar central performance by David Tennant. It helps to offset the iffy direction and, of course, disappointingly mundane the whole thing, basically, that it offsets it. So critics think David Tennant's performance is wonderful. This is about a valet, Robert Sheehan, develops a clever scam to burglarize the houses of rich customers. Things go smoothly until he robs the wrong customer, of course, David Tennant, and discovers a woman being held captive in his home. Afraid of going to prison, he leaves the woman there and makes a call to the police, who find nothing when they investigate. Now the valet must endure the wrath of the kidnapper, who seeks revenge on him, all while trying to desperately find and rescue the woman he left behind. So that looks pretty interesting. David Tennant, Robert Sheehan. So, a little thriller you might want to go see. Of course, it's still beautiful. Who wants to go to the movies, right? But go to the movies. Go. Some good stuff out there. Overboard. I'm not a real fan of the remakes, so, if you know the original story, then go see it. But I personally will not. I don't care. So, if you want to go see Overboard, it's a remake that opened today. Also opening today, The Cleanse. Now, Rotten Tomatoes gives us an 80%. Audiences liked it too. And this should be good. Johnny Galecki, of course, as Leonard on Big Bang, plays Paul Berger, an unemployed, down-and-out, heartbroken man searching for happiness. When he sees an ad for a spiritual retreat promising to restart your life, he immediately signs up, hoping to cleanse himself and fix his broken life. Excuse me. But after only a few days, he discovers that the cleanse is releasing more than just everyday toxins. A lot more. You got Oliver Platt, Angelica Houston, and these are the leaders of the retreat. It's a darkly humorous, weird, and soulful fantasy that examines the inner demons of us all. Now that looks pretty good. Now that one I would probably go see. Yeah. So that was called Cleanse. I think I would go see that for sure. Some of my favorite people are in there, of course. Angelica Houston, Oliver Platt. You don't know Oliver Platt. He was in the, now I can't think of it. Lake Placid movie. So those were good. The Cleanse, that looks really good. Opening is Son of Bigfoot. Okay. It looks like an animation. Yeah, you want to go, the kids to see something, go for it. Rotten Tomatoes gives it 74%. So that looks like a cute kids movie. So if you need something to entertain the kids this weekend, that would definitely be something to go see. Son of Bigfoot. Okay, The 12th Man opened today. And 80% Rotten Tomatoes, no audience input yet. It's an action-adventure. It tells an incredible true-life story of heroism and a man's unbreakable will to live. Norway, 1943, after a failed anti-Nazi sabotage mission, leaves his 11 comrades dead. A resistant fighter finds himself on the run from the Gestapo through the snowbound Arctic reaches of Scandinavia. Gut-punching realism and vivid psychological immediacy. The director pays tribute to one man's extraordinary courage. And that is... The 12th Man. So, if you like the war true stories like that, that is one to go see. The 12th Man. Another one that opened today is called The Guardians. It's 94% by Rotten Tomatoes. No audience yet. Score yet. This is an affecting human drama of love, loss, and resilience against the backdrop of another war movie, against World War I. The women of Perrier Farm, under the deft hand of Hortense, the family's matriarch, must grapple with the workload while the men are off at the front. And they bring an outsider, a teenage orphan, to help her daughter. New tools allow the women to triumph over the land. Newfound independence is acquired.